guys, what's up? It's Zach back out here again today for Down South Racing, and today I have a topic that's really cool. Actually, it was something I've wanted to know for a long time, and that is how much my car weighs. And this is something I really always wanted to know because my car's a base car, and like when you see like a magazine or something test cars, and they weigh them and stuff, they're always a premium, fully loaded, every option car. Like for instance, I just seen Motor Trend, well, not just seen, but a few months back, Motor Trend finally got their hands on the 18s, and when they tested an 18 401A digital dash car premium performance package, it weighed 3,860 pounds with the 6-speed manual. Now that's roundabout, but the 10-speed auto car actually they got was 3 pounds lighter. So that's pretty crazy, and I'm going to show you my slip. I took my car personally to a CAT scale at a Pilot truck stop. I pressed the button. I said, hey, is it possible to weigh my car here? And they said, yes, but we still have to charge you. I said, no problem. It's $11, so it's not crazy. I understand that they have to charge, and it's something I'm glad I did. And for this, I did have my rear seats taken out. I was actually on my way to the track, but the event got rained out, so I had my rear seats out and my little fix-a-flat kit removed out of the trunk, and so that's right about 50 pounds less, because I know the rear seats with the mechanism and stuff weigh like 42 pounds. When you take the fix-a-flat kit's about 5 pounds, so right about 50 pounds, and my car has long tubes on it. It has an X-pipe and a Roush exhaust, so it has a full exhaust, so I got rid of all the heavy stock exhaust components, and it has SVE S350 wheels. I don't really know how well you all can see them down here, but they only weigh 24 pounds a piece. They're 19 by 10, and so they're about 6 pounds a piece lighter than the stock ones or so, and so that's right about 100 pounds, give or take, out of the stock car. And I posted this on Facebook earlier, and some guy commented and said all base cars, auto cars, are about 3705, give or take 10 to 15 pounds either direction. So that should be right on, and honestly, because my car had a quarter tank of gas, and I'll show you what it weighed. Alright guys, so there you have it. I did this in Corbin, Kentucky, which is very near to where I'm from, at a certified CAT scale. These scales are supposed to be accurate to like the nearest 5 to 10 pounds or so, and so you can imagine, and I think they only go up by 10, so my car could have basically been anywhere from 35.75 to 35.84 within that realm, and I think it rounds up or rounds down, but either way 35.80 is what they said, with a quarter tank of fuel, with the rear seats and the fixed flat kit removed. Front seat was obviously still in, and I'm very impressed with that. Honestly, I figured the car would be right about 3,700 pounds, and keep in mind this is without me in the car, and so I'm 6'5", I'm a bigger guy, so you can add 200 pounds exactly basically to that with me in it, and time you have half a tank of fuel or something like that, we're looking at 3,800 pounds, and so that's pretty decent, for a Mustang with a driver inside the car at basically race weight, which is, normal. Most people don't run on a full tank, about half a tank or less. So I would just suggest to you, if you want to know what your car weighs, just take it to one of these and just be like, I did it at a night, of course, obviously, where there weren't many trucks trying to come through and get fuel and stuff, and I made sure there wasn't too many people around, so I wasn't in their way, because this actually matters to them. They have these CAT scales, so, trucks, they have to meet certain weight standards. They can't travel out of state or something if they weigh so much, and, they have different standards, and like even on this thing right here, it says if you get a ticket following after you have weighed on a certified CAT scale saying that you were underweight and you get a ticket for overweight, they will either reimburse you or send a lawyer with you to court to fight that if they think their scale was accurate. So that's actually pretty cool, which means these scales obviously are pretty accurate. Within 10 pounds or so, that's going to be pretty impressive. And like I said though, guys, 3,580 pounds for an S550 Mustang with, I know it's a base car, but it's got the independent rear suspension, and I got big wheels and tires on here right now, so, you think I drag pack, I'd be right about 3,550 would be about my guess, and I can take 50 pounds out if I can ever get my front seat to be removed. I don't know if you've ever watched it on the channel, but one of my bolts is stripped. Someone had this car before me. I got it with about 5,000 miles on it. I don't know if they tried to take it out or what, but one of the bolts is stripped, and I can't get the front seat out, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So, if I could have race weight of 3,500 pounds, 3,700 pounds with me in it, that's a pretty light car, and especially considering, like I said, Motor Trend weighed a fully loaded 18 at 3,860. That's before driver. That's a 4,100 pound car with me in it. That's crazy. So, you think that's 400 pounds almost. So, I mean, they say about every 100 pounds is about a tenth or so. And they say about every, I think, 50 horsepower is about a tenth or so. So, I mean, you could think 18s make more power, but, if they're a little bit heavier than my car, that's why, my car runs very similar times, at least currently, with the mods it has and the weight that it is, because the 10-speed auto, you just can't compete with it, even with a good shifting 6R80 car like mine. Palm Beach Dyno has mine tuned in very well. It shifts so firm, but, I mean, the 10-speed is just always going to keep the car, up in the revs, and it's just going to keep it, just keeps pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, versus, 6R80 car is going to lag a little bit behind, and then it picks up again, and lag behind and picks up again. But that's why, a little bit of weight savings, can go a long way. So next, guys, I would love to know if any of you all have ever weighed your cars, with what modifications and what weight reduction techniques you have used. I know a lot of people like to use a lightweight battery that saves a few pounds. Obviously, the next big thing would be to take out the front seat, excuse the dirt in the bottom over there, but that's one of the bigger items you can take out. And then even some people take out some of the rear carpeting and stuff back through there. You can't really see because it's dark right now, but I mean, all in, I mean, you could probably realistically, if you wanted to, pull almost 200 pounds out of the car without being crazy. I mean, especially if you took out the driver's seat right here and put in a race spec style of seat. I mean, this seat weighs another 50 pounds, just exactly like this passenger seat. And if you take out this too and replace it with a lightweight race seat, I mean, you could save another 30 plus pounds out of there. I mean, you can take some of your dash out, and too, I will say, I had a few knickknacks in here. I mean, I've got some, water bottles and just, my books and my GoPro holders and stuff. So, I mean, there's probably an extra 20 to 30 pounds in the car right now, but that's, I like the fact that my car is a true street car that, I drive every single day, rain, snow, sleet, or shine, and, and I race basically with nothing other than 50 pounds taken out of it for the rear seats and my little fixed flat kit. So I think that's pretty cool. A lot of people have straight up race cars that they take all kinds of stuff out, but now, something to note, this is kind of cool at this level, at least at the speed my car goes at. Keep in mind it's been 12, 25, and 115 so far. It should go a lot better, though, with a better launch, but once you get to a certain point, you have to have a cage in here, so that's going to add back a lot of weight. And, I mean, to be some other guys run CO2 systems when they get really fast, and so that's adding in a lot of weight. So, I mean, for my car to be that right there at race weight, is basically more or less, that's pretty good. So I'm pretty impressed with that, because S550s are not light. They gained about 100 pounds over the S197 50s just because of the independent rear suspension and the safety features. And again, this car is completely stock. I mean, it has all its airbags and everything in here, and it still has a 5-star safety rating and only weighs that, making on E85, somewhere in the realm of 430, maybe a little bit more to the tire. A little bit under 400 torque is what I would guess with this 18 manifold. So, I mean, that's pretty good in my opinion. But, comment down below, let me know what you all think. So, like I said, I posted this on Facebook today, and a couple interesting things are similar, at least to my car. One guy posted his 15 Premium GT, and it had, big wheels and tires on it, no drag pack or anything. It was completely stock, and he said it weighed 3,820 pounds. So, that's, pretty big still yet, about what you would expect. And another guy posted his base model 18, and it weighed 3725. Excuse me, sorry. But so, about 100 pounds difference there between the base and the premium, which is about what you'd expect. And so that's probably about what mine should weigh, stock, about 3725 is somewhere in that range. And so, you give or take, I've taken about 150 pounds almost out of this car. So that's pretty good, weight reduction for, I obviously, with the rear seats in, it's only going to be about a little bit under 100 pounds with, my wheels, and exhaust is helping a lot. I don't have the big suitcase. I don't have my catalytic converters anymore, and I have Roush Axleback exhaust, which are just, straight through mufflers. So that's pretty light. I have a small X-pipe. It's only a 2.5 inch, not a 3 inch, big Corsa X-pipe, so it's going to weigh less anyways. And so obviously my wheels help out a lot, but that's unsprung mass too, so that makes it even easier for the wheels to rotate so you can go faster. But as far as just straight up weight, they're only going to save about 25 pounds. So guys, that's going to wrap this video up here. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like the video if you did. I hope you found it informative, and like I said before, guys, comment down below, let me know what all your car weighs, no matter what kind of car you have, Mustang or not. I'd love to know, just because I'm a facts guy. I like to know what, different things, numbers of different things are. But comment, your mods along with your weight. So, if your car's stock, then, you just say stock and your car weighs this. But if your car's like mine, it's got bolt-on mods, even if you have a supercharger or something, I'd actually like to know, like, what kind of, like, blower guys weigh. Like, I know it's just a 6 weight. His premium, I think his is a 16 with the Roush blower. Of course, a long tubes, of course, exhaust, and I think he was still on. Yeah, he was still on his street wheels and tires, and he was somewhere in like the 3,900 pound range with the seats removed. Maybe it was 38 something with seats removed, 39 something with seats in. So that's that's pretty good to be under 4,000 pounds with a blower. But like I said, guys, I'd love to hear from you all. So comment down below. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this and more videos to come in the future. Go watch our last video about the McLaren Speedtail if you haven't already. It's not getting that many views, so maybe you guys can help me out. But like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you had a great day. Until the next one, peace out.